Hi, welcome back to this segment of Veterans Did You Know? We're down here at Parmenter O'Toole, and we're talking about legal issues. And if you missed the first segment, you need to go back, rewind it, or jump in there and find out what we talked about, because the great stuff that Anna was just talking about. Anna Duggins is the attorney here. Denise Amidon is the paralegal. And we're talking about the first thing was aid and attendance and how you get that money, so you're eligible for that. Some very important information there. And I want to talk with Denise now, because Denise has been my buddy here. As the ladies took on this, the thing of looking after veterans and finding what's available there, the VAs can be a minefield also. You don't know who's eligible for what and what do you have to do. And so, since we have the County Department of Veterans Affairs, I would start getting a few calls from Denise, and then a visit, and then another call, and another visit, and we looked at this aid and attendance. We have service officers that can help you fill this paperwork out, and we were down to a point where we had one, a couple times a month, and people get intimidated. The VA is famous. If one form is good, 10 will be 10 times better, and that's what they make you do. And people just say, you know what, I can't fill all this out. I don't know what to do. I'm not going to try it by myself. And the older vets are not going to do it. Usually they won't do it. So the kids, it falls on the kids, and then they say, well, how do I do this? So Denise came to me, and we started going through the things, and actually now she trains me. She comes up with something new, and I didn't even know about it, and she's now turned around. She's my asset. I refer to her when I know what's going on. So Denise, how did you get it? Tell them about how you got started with the old folks and helping them stuff.
Well, Anna and I work closely together on all the issues with the elderly and helping them look at their long-term care needs. And in learning everything I was learning about Medicaid planning, we stumbled across, well, Anna was already, a VA accredited attorney, and we wanted to kind of take that a little bit further. And so when I was hired, I introduced myself to Dave, and like I said, a little by little, Dave was showing me all these different things that I could do to help veterans.
She's a great mind picker. I mean, she just asks good questions, I'm telling you all the time.
So the more we got to do it, I went to Anna and I said, Anna, I think we should start filling out these aid and attendance forms, because they're really backed up at the American Legion and they can't do it, and these people need help with maintaining, all these costs of their medical care. So Anna said, well, why don't we try to do that? So we started filling out forms, and I had to call Dave every day, and we just became good friends through that process and realized that, I'm just going to start sending in these applications on my own and see what happens. Well, lo and behold, we did, and we were getting approved. So that was really exciting for us to know that these veterans were getting approved. So then we decided, well, we've got to get this to where we're fine-tuning it and looking at what we can do with the veterans and work with them. So I started calling the Milwaukee office that handles the improved pensions for aid and attendance, and I would get service officers there and say, okay, I want to start doing this to where we're getting better and better at it. So they started giving me hints over the phone about doing it, plus working with Dave. Plus, I used to work with retired Ray Moore, that a lot of these veterans know, too. So we just got to where we feel like we're doing better and better. And not only are we filling out the aid and attendance form, but we've learned that there's a lot of other veteran forms on the website that should be filled out that need to go in with the aid and attendance forms. So it is pretty hard for a family to look at these forms in the beginning because it's pretty overwhelming. There are so many different forms to fill out. Well, right now I think we're starting to get it down to a science. This all has to be done. This one needs to be done. That one doesn't need to be done. And we're trying to help all of these people with getting this benefit for them. So.
And what the overwhelming part is the geriatric crowd that we're dealing with. You deal with the Vietnam vets through World War II, and the average age is about 76, 77 years old now. And unfortunately, most of them make a little too much on Medicare. They don't qualify for the Medicaid part of it, and that's kind of where the financial assistance roll in. And then when they come to a nursing care or assisted living, it's just devastating to find out that it's $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 a month, and they think, holy mackerel, all I worked for all my life, is just being dwindled right away, and then they're down to saying, now what do I do? And then they find out that, hey, you could have gotten aid in attendance, which could be as high as, I think for singles, 1154, and for married 19 something. Is it?
Well, it's $1,056, $1,056 for a single person, well, surviving spouse.
Yeah.
For a single veteran is $1,644, and for a veteran who has a dependent is $1,949.
Now that's per month. And if you go into it, like my in-laws are in a nursing facility, assisted living, and they're running short about $2,000 every single month. It was taken away from their assets because that's what the coverage was. But we got the aid in attendance form, and it make up the difference there. Now, when I ran through this, thought I knew what I was doing, I put the paperwork in, it took 9 months to get it. And that's what was running, because their backlog so far, the VAs, they're about 1 million claims backlog, and that's just on service-connected disability claims. Then you put widow's pension on it, and then you put this aid in attendance on it, and it just gets buried. But what Denise was able to do by filling them out herself and sending them over to the source, and she got a great contact over there who said, hey, if you do this, this, and this. And it's all about the wording. And I think she's got the reputation now with them over there. When they get that package and it comes from this office, they say, okay, this is good. We know all the homework's been done. Everything's filled out. They can know they can just push that one through without somebody looking at every single document and say, oh, you forgot to answer this question. Oh, you didn't put that. The whole thing gets sent back to you, and you got to start all over again. So it can take a long time. And unfortunately, when many of these elder folks are in the nursing care 9 months or a year, they're not there anymore. And all those assets were gone, so that benefit's gone. You have to still be alive and get approved so that you can get the benefit. So if you are out there and you have a mother or dad who's a war era veteran, who in assisted living can be staying in your home. If you need somebody to come in 2 or 3 days a week to come in, or once a week, or whatever the case may be, this money, and you're awarded this, it's paid to you, and you turn around and take those finances and pay the individual. And that's how that works. So it's filling out the forms, and they are daunting. But like I said, if you get in a nice little folder and you put them all together there, and the package goes in, it's probably going to fly on through, and you're getting it back pretty quick now, aren't you?
We're starting, our turnover is much quicker than it used to be when we first started this. Anna, would you say it's about 4 to 5 months now? Compared to when we first started, it was 9 months, and so now
I think we had one that was 2 or 3 months.
Right.
But that, we were pretty excited about that one. But that's, we're not expecting that be the norm. I think that, we're still thrilled if we can get 4 or 5 months,
But the thing is, here's some folks here, and this is what's really cool, is they don't charge you to fill out this form. I mean, you can make an appointment, and you come down here, they got the staff that will walk you through and fill out this form. And then, while you're doing this, you look at the other services they have here for you, and they can walk you through that, from estate planning to how to do a pre-burial. What do I do with, what do I do with these assets? And mom's got a little bit more here, or dad's got a little bit there. We just don't want to see this destroyed or gone. We want to make sure they're protected. And you want to do it legally, because I'm telling you, there's no such thing as an amicable divorce, and there's no such thing as when somebody passes away that the equal distribution, unfortunately, that's when you see families just disintegrate because something wasn't done, or something wasn't said, or something wasn't laid out how it wants to be. So if you're the veteran out there, or you're the spouse, then it behooves you to make sure that people are going to do what you want to do. And the only way you do that is make sure your will says what you want it to say, make sure the assets go to where you want them to go, and then everybody's happy. Or if they're not happy, too bad, so sad, you're happy because that's what you wanted to do. All right? And these folks can do this for you and help you. We'll take another quick break. We'll be back, and we'll talk about some more stuff. Stay tuned.